after 8 long months. Judo is back. The last time we witnessed the world's best going head-to-head was in Düsseldorf, Germany, at the end of February. Since then, we have been patient, we have stayed ready, and finally, Judo makes its long-awaited return in the beautiful city of Budapest, a fitting backdrop for an emotional occasion. The International Judo Federation, along with the Hungarian Judo Federation, has pulled out all the stops to make the dream of the Grand Slam Hungary a reality. A strict medical and safety protocol allowed the athletes to finally be reunited. We'll find out how it finally feels to be back together. We catch up with Croatian talisman Barbara Matic in our latest Meet Your Judoka feature, and we'll bring you all the best action from Judo's triumphant return. We start with a surprise entry at under 52 kilograms from one of Judo's biggest names, Daria Biledid. The Ukrainian megastar is a 2-time world champion at under 48 kilograms. In Baku in 2018, she made history, becoming Judo's youngest ever world champion, and 1 year later in Tokyo, went all the way again. In Budapest, she decided to test her skills at the higher weight category. After a narrow win on penalties in her first contest, she started to find her feet, earning a victory in spectacular fashion against Keldiarova of Uzbekistan. But double world medalist Kitsu of Romania is a different caliber altogether and refused to be intimidated, staying patient and cleverly countering the Ukrainian wonderkid, condemning Biledid to a rare defeat, albeit in an unfamiliar weight category. Biledid would have to refocus against 8-time World Tour medalist Chop if she was to leave Hungary with a bronze medal. Your commentator for this match, former world champion Neil Adams.
Biledid has had some really hard fights in this higher weight category, but she's had a good run out, and I think that's what she needed. That left-handed stance. Now then! Oh, what a Kosoto that was! Chop couldn't stop it. Well, she set her up, and action-reaction at its very best. Look how she forces her to the edge. Big Kosoto there. Chop tried to stay inside, but over the top she went. Brilliant stuff.
Meanwhile, top seed Amandine Bouchard was thrilled to be back and looked like she'd never been away, using her ruthless Newaza skills to set up a final with another Swiss talent, Fabienne Kocher. Again, it was in Newaza where the French athlete excelled, tying up Kocher brilliantly before turning her into a Grand Slam winning hold down that also saw her leapfrog Abayuta into the world #1 spot at under 52 kilograms. Mr. Colin Tsai, CEO of Huawei Technologies Hungary, presented her with her gold medal. Down one weight at under 48 kilograms, it was Kosovo's Krasniki looking to capitalize on Biledid's absence. Krasniki is a world-class talent, with 2 Masters titles, 7 Grand Slam medals, and most recently a bronze at last year's World Championships. In Budapest, she looked as dynamic as always, throwing big and putting herself into a 5th career Grand Slam final. Her opponent in the final would be one of the most decorated judoka of all time, a former world champion and reigning Olympic champion, Argentina's Paula Pareto. Pareto is famed for her tenacity and determination, and she showed that and more as she took out the world #8 Martinez Abelenda of Spain, a woman who had been on incredible form before we broke in February. Pareto followed that up with an equally professional performance against Serbian rising star Stojadinov to set up a showdown in the final against Krasniki. An intriguing contest between 2 incredible talents.
What an exciting match this is going to be. Well, the Olympic champion comes out and she is going forward, but Krasniki so strong. Oh, look at that! Straight away, Wazari there for Krasniki. Stretches across for the Osoto, and Pareto couldn't stop it.
Try as she might, Pareto just could not find a way past Krasniqi's defences. Time after time, Pareto attacked and Krasniqi blocked. The Kosovan was on the brink of a career-defining victory.
Pareto just can't get near Krasniqi, and that's the 5th time she's tried that. But look at that, just looks up at the clock, just needs to hold out now. The seconds ticking away, and she's gonna do it. She is gonna be the champion, and that will put her ahead in the world rankings above Biladid. Super stuff, Krasniqi at her very best. Osodagari at the opening second. And, well, she was in trouble all the way through, wasn't she, Pareto? She was on the back foot. But Krasniqi, well, look at this. Big sportsmanship between these two, but it will be interesting when Biladid comes back to 48s.
The top seed in the under 73 kilograms was Rustam Orojov of Azerbaijan. In his semi-final, he came up against the tricky Swede Tommy Macias. But Orojov was more than a match for him, taking their head-to-head record to 6-2 in Orojov's favour, with a fabulous piece of transition, moving seamlessly from a sumigaeshi attack into a clever arm lock, putting him into his first World Tour final since the World Championships in August of 2019. Could Orojov finally end a nearly 2-year run without a gold medal on the World Tour? He would have to face off against Swiss surprise package Niels Stump in an enthralling contest. Stump had also shown his prowess in groundwork on his way to the gold medal match, with an arm lock of his own against the dangerous Uzbek Turayev. Could he do anything to stop Orojov's march to gold?
Both of these fighters have had a great run through to this final. Now then, Orojov! Oh, now then! Is that going to be an Ippon? Ippon called, and we couldn't quite see the landing there. The angle of the camera doesn't quite show it. Now then, the referee has asked to have a look at it. Let's have a look from a different angle. And you can see that he lands on his shoulder, so that's going to be changed. It's going to be a Wazari. So Wazari to Orojov. Orojov now just needs to keep his cool. But Stump is always dangerous, and he's going to pull it back. And a Wazari there to Stump. Well, I said that he'd had a good day, and my goodness me, just pulls it out the bag. And there's the president of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Marius Visa, with Mr. Gergely Goyash. And they're watching this fight unfold. Sumigaeshi! Oh, it's going to be it. Wazari Wazeti upon. And, well, Orojov shows his class. Well, he looked confident all the way through. He had to be careful. He had a dangerous opponent. But in the end, a second Wazari from Sumigaeshi, and he wins the title. A great performance from Orojov, and he's back to his best.
In Hungary, we took some time to speak to the judo family about finally returning to the World Tour.
It's amazing to be back. It's been a long layoff. I think all the judoka all over the world are ready to get back, so this is a great feeling for us.
Yeah, we are for sure very happy and exciting to be back. This is our home. You really miss it.
It was good to take a little break, like for the world and also for judo scene, because everything is always that hectic.
It was a great emotion, because it was months that we were just talking each other online and not seeing.
Well, it's obviously exciting. You know, it's been a long wait. I think the last competition for at least our team was in February, so it's definitely exciting to be back, seeing everybody back in action, how everybody's doing, and then you know, it's like another stepping stone towards the Tokyo 2021 Olympic Games.
I'm very happy to be back. I was a little bit scared, but after I saw all that's happening here, I'm happy I'm back and I'm safe.
Yeah, we feel safe here. This is very important for all the team. We feel safe.
Well, I think the IGF did a good job setting the protocols. I think without the protocols, to be honest, I don't know if it'd be here. So
At the beginning, I was a little bit scared about wearing the mask all the time because I'm not used to it and I was afraid I could not breathe or stupid things like this, but it's going perfect. Washing hands, wearing the mask, keeping the distance, it's easy to do it.
Oh, it's super good. You know, it's better than I thought. I thought it was going to be chaotic because it's the first tournament back, but it ended up being really well and things are going smoothly here.
It's really good. We just stay in a hotel. I feel safe just staying in a hotel, and we had like 4 COVID tests, so yeah, I think it's pretty safe here.
I think everything's running smooth, so we can be satisfied.
The big news at under 100 kilograms was the entry of world champion George Fonseca. But his quest for gold was thwarted by Russian powerhouse Armen Adamian. Fonseca was caught napping in Newaza, giving Adamian the opening he needed to lock in, secure the grip on his own sleeve, and turn the world champion into a pin from which there was no escape. Adamian was elated. He was into the final. Fonseca, however, would need to regain his composure for a bronze medal contest, which we'll see a little later on in the program. Adamian's opponent in the final would be his teammate, the world silver medalist Ilyasov.
Over a minute in, this all-Russian final then. Ilyasov against Adamian, and they've both been on fire today. Now then, Yoko Satemi. Oh, Adamian's just hooked in, and he's looking for the turnover, but Ilyasov does the same turnover, and he comes off the better of the two, and he's turned it into the Ushiro Kasakatami. Wow, what a turnover that was, and they were both looking for the same thing, and he's in trouble now. He's being held down. The seconds are ticking away, and he just needs to hold him there and keep him under control. He has the arm under control, and the seconds have gone, and that was a mistake by Adamian. He thought that he could turn it to his advantage, but Ilyasov had other thoughts on the matter. Just look how it happens here, and we get a bird's eye view. It was definitely Adamian that went in for it first of all, but, well, Ilyasov grabs the leg and gets the leverage over. Ilyasov then readjusts his balance, and he's in trouble there, Adamian, and he knows it. Brilliant stuff, a great bit of Newaza, and, well, gold and silver for Russia, that's for sure, and what a great final that was.
This special edition of Top Ippons contains 5 of the best from Hungary. We start by seeing how Fonseca got on in his bronze medal contest.
Fonseca knows he's got to attack. He can't afford another penalty. Suri Kamigoshi! Oh! Adur goes over the top. And just that split second, that's all he needs, this man. He's one of the biggest throwers in the world. And look at that. Adur normally does this, but this time the Suri Kamigoshi was too much. And Fonseca wins bronze. What a performance.
At number 4 is this effort from Kitsu of Romania, who, having defeated Biladid earlier in the day, came up with a stunning uranagi to join the Ukrainian on the under 52 kilogram podium. In at 3 is Hungary's Pongrac, who had the honour of scoring the very first Ippon of the World Tour's restart. And what an Ippon it was! The Grand Slam Hungary bursting into life in the very first match. At 2, a phenomenal piece of footwork from eventual under 78 kilogram silver medalist Posvit of France. But our top Ippon came in the under 81 kilogram bronze match between De Witt and Molai.
Get ready for fireworks, because I think that's what we're going to see here now. Both of them can pull it out the bag. Oh, what a sasai that was! That was absolutely huge. Massive sasai, Surakomiyashi, and that was beautifully taken. De Witt didn't have a chance. Molai is back.
With Molai taking bronze, that left the door open for Turkey's Al Bayrak to top the podium at under 81 kilograms, scoring Wazari and then pinning Canada's Valois Fortier for the win. It was an all-Russian affair in the heaviest men's weight of plus 100 kilograms, with Tasoev and Bashaev going for gold. In the end, Tasoev's superior groundwork skills would secure him the gold medal. It was also a Russian 1-2 at under 60 kilograms, with Abuladze earning a narrow victory over Mushvidabadze by a Wazari. One weight up, it was a fourth all-Russian final, with Abduzalilov pinning Shamilov for under 66 kilogram victory. Jessica Klimkate led a strong Canadian contingent in Budapest, and by overcoming France's Recevo in the under 57 kilogram final, she replaced world champion Deguchi as the world number 1. Olympic champion Trsteniak of Slovenia capped a dominant display by pinning Venezuela's Barrios in the under 63 kilogram final to move within 100 points of world number 1 Agbegnanu. Dr. Christian Kulcha, president of the Olympic Committee of Hungary, awarded plus 78 kilogram gold to Kyra Sayat of Turkey. Surprise and then elation summed up Audrey Chimeo's emotions, before Mr. Paul Schmidt, IOC member and former president of Hungary, awarded her the gold medal. And Ms. Tunda Szabo, State Secretary of Sport for Hungary, presented Barbara Matic under 70 kilogram gold, after she overcame Margot Pino in a tight final. We caught up with Matic in our latest Meet Your Judoka feature.
I started judo in my primary school when I was 6-7 years old, and I need to choose between judo and ballet because that was near my home, and I chose judo. My favorite techniques are Seoinage and Uchimata because I throw that the most on the competition and tournaments. I don't have a favorite Newaza technique because I don't like it too much, Newaza. But maybe on competitions I do mostly osakomis, and it was only I can get in the Newaza. My hero is Croatia's ski racer Janica Kostelic because she won 4 Olympic gold medals and 2 silver, and after her skiing was a popular sport in Croatia, and I want to do the same with judo. I have 2 favorite judokas. For men it's Ono and his beautiful Uchimata, and Clarice about her osotogari and about her strength. I think they are really number 1 in their categories. My favorite movie is a French movie, Intouchables, because I cry every time and I like to watch it all the time. I think I watch it like 7-8 times. I like to listen all kind of music, but when I'm home I prefer maybe Balkan music. It's good for having fun and party. My favorite food is Croatian sarma. It's cabbage and meat, and I like it when my mom's prepared for me, and pizza, mainstream. I have a master's degree in electrical engineering, so if not judo, after my judo career, like a trainer, I will do electrical engineering. My nickname is, I know well known, it's Barbie, it's shortened for my name. I have 2 hidden talents. I'm usually right hand, but almost everything I can do the same with my left hand, and I can wiggle my ears. My biggest rival is Maria Portela because I lost from her, I think, 4 times for now, and I still couldn't beat her. I have one thing to say, that hard work pays off, so just keep training and stay focused and motivated. Keep going and train hard and everything will be good. My favorite memory from the IGF Tour is a gold medal from the Grand Prix Zagreb, because it's a home crowd and my family is there to watch me and everyone is shouting Barbara, Barbie, and it's a really nice feeling. I like everything about judo because we travel a lot, meet other peoples, other cultures. We respect each other. When you lose, you need to bow down and shake your hand with your opponent, and I think that's the most important from the judo, to get up after you lose. Cut, we are done.
And finally, the under 90 kilograms looked set for fireworks, as it saw the entry of both current world champion Noel van 't End, the wearer of the red back patch, and the man who had held that honour before him, Spain's Nicolas Shirazadishvili. The Spaniard making history in Baku in 2018, and the Dutchman defying the odds in Tokyo last year. Van 't End started strongly against Israel's Kochman. One trademark attack was followed quickly by another. Two Wazaris, and the first hurdle overcome. But next up was Sweden's Nyman. And now the world champion was starting to fire on all cylinders. But Mongolian surprise package Gantulga lay in wait. Having stunned the 2017 world champion Maidov in his quarter-final. And Gantulga's strength was too much for Van 't End, who illegally ducked under his opponent's arm and earned a third and final penalty. Disappointment for Van 't End, but Gantulga was into his first Grand Slam final. Shirazadishvili, meanwhile, was looking back to his best, launching Grossklaus of Switzerland with this outrageous Uchimata. A technique that has brought him so much success. Next up, a tense affair with Uzbekistan's Bobanov. With the contest deep into golden score, it was Uchimata once again for Shirazadishvili. Setting up a tantalizing semi-final with Russia's Igolnikov, who himself had beaten both former world champion Chirikishvili of Georgia and home favourite Tot Christian to earn the right to face the Spaniard in the semi-final. And with only a minute gone, Igolnikov outthought his opponent, changing direction and catching Shirazadishvili by surprise to plant him firmly on his back for Ippon. So, Igolnikov versus Gantulga, an intriguing matchup for us to end on. Could Russia take yet another gold medal here in Hungary?
Well, I'm really looking forward to this fight because the Russians have been on fire. They really have. They've had a great tournament and a chance of gold here as well in the under-90s. Igolnikov here wants his grip. Both fighters looking for the same grip. Sleeve lapel, sleeve lapel. Now they've got it. And he feeds the leg in. Oh, look at that. Second stab, Uchimata. The leg went in first of all. He just needed to feel it, and it was the second readjustment. That support leg went right the way deep in between Gantulga's legs. And look, he feeds the leg in first of all because he doesn't want to be countered. Then he feels it, but look at the head going down there and the grip on the sleeve because it's the Kazushi and the Saruti hand there that are working overtime to control Gantulga. Gantulga looks up, he's still got the silver medal, and credit to him. Gold medal for Igolnikov, gold medal for Russia, and judo is well and truly back.
So, an incredible return to action for some of judo's biggest stars. The final medal table shows that while Russia were a force to be reckoned with, there were also great results for France and Turkey. The travelling Canadian team held their own, and Azerbaijan rounded out our top 5. It's goodbye from Hungary, and we'll see you soon for some more incredible judo.